Alright girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. We are in a little different setup. This is what I hope is my future office. Right now it is a spare bedroom, so I have a bed over here, dresser here, and obviously my stash here. So we are going to reorganize this. I know I've talked about it in the past and it is time to reorganize this. Right now I currently have it set up according to the brands, so I have them categorized by the brand, but I want to try something different. I want to try to organize it based on the product type. Will I keep it this way? I don't know, but we are going to try. And so this is going to be a long process. It is going to take quite a while. So grab yourself coffee, grab yourself a drink, matcha tea, whatever it is you like to drink, maybe a snack, and let's get to this. Actually, you know what? First what I want to do is I need to declutter a few of these products. It's not going to be a major declutter, but I definitely need to get rid of a few things that I'm just not using and not going to use for certain reasons. I'll explain more as we go. So, and I do want to say, as I'm going through this reorganization, my lighting in my room is going to change. Right now I currently have a window right here, pretty direct, and I do have a window over here that I have the shade pulled down because it is a very bright, intense light coming in. It's making the room look orange. Hopefully you're not getting that orange cast right now, but I do hope to open that later when the sun's not so direct. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I'm just going to start organizing things. I'm going to use this dresser over here, and I'm going to put things, categorize them in the dresser, and I'm going to use the bed, and I'll show you when I have everything kind of broken up and then put back on the shelf. So let's get going.
Can no longer drive through our city without acknowledging that's where you first kissed me. Can't stare out at the lake from a west side rooftop. Looking back at it now, I should've just jumped off. I knew these places would taint on me, yet they remain among my cherished spots. From when I learned how it felt not to breathe, simultaneously I was falling in love. I felt every ounce of nocturnal liberation, been now on every social tavern exploration. The parking spots, the downtown lights covered in weeds. The dim glow of the street lights still seems to bleed. In June, I'm immune to the flu that will petrify these rooms very soon.
Alright, so I have the top two shelves done, and I feel like I've done a lot already, but we're barely started. Moving on to the third shelf. Trace our footsteps, each elevator a witness to our secrets kept. A contamination of these places no one seems to mind. Each and every one feels like a completely different life. Your faces still seem to echo in me, tied to points where time nearly stopped.
these rooms, but we're through. Now I see blue, 'cause we slowly died from fear. Still forever. Is it still true for you? Wait, actually, are these places really that tainted, or is it just a me?
I hope you are enjoying this reorganization. This is a project that took all day, but I really enjoyed it. I did. I knew what I was getting into. I knew it was going to take a long time. And I did film also the individual product shelves, like a little bit more detail on the same day too. So I started at, I think it was 10 a.m. I wanted to wait till the lighting wasn't quite so harsh because my window in this room faces the east, the one that's not currently open. When I first started this video, that window faces the east, and so the light is pretty direct coming in there. And so I wanted to wait till it wasn't quite so direct, wasn't quite so harsh. And so I started at 10 and it took me till 4. Now I did take like an hour break for lunch. I ate some lunch, and then I also went on a walk with my dog, and so that was a nice little, just a break, a little decompression, and it went right back to it. And so this was just quite the undertaking. As I have said, I think later on in this video, I hope you're enjoying it. I always enjoy looking at other people's stash, just kind of seeing what they do. I would love to know how you guys have your stash organized. Do you guys keep yours in the bathroom? Do you guys keep yours in a separate room? Do you have like a bookshelf? Or maybe, I know not everybody's stash is the same size as mine. I know mine is excessive. It's a lot of it due to the fact that I do these videos. It didn't start out this big, but it was growing, obviously. But let me know how you guys organize your stash. Do you prefer to organize it based on the brand, or do you prefer to organize it based on the product type? When I first started, I kept mine in the bathroom. We have pretty good storage space in our bathroom. And so I organized mine based on the product type. And then as it kept growing and growing, I needed to move it to this room. Now, we lived in a different house before this, and my husband very graciously gave me this bookshelf. He originally had some of his collectible items on it, and it was like this dark, I don't know, maybe like a mahogany color. And when we moved into this house, he didn't put his stuff on it, and I asked if I could use it eventually for storage like this. And so he very graciously gifted it to me, or allowed me to use it. I repainted it to more match like the trim in this room, and I have been loving this. I am so glad I get to use this. Now, I'm really hoping not to have to expand to a second bookshelf. That is my goal. I really don't want to do that. I don't think it's wise for me to have that many products. My head of hair, I can only go through so much. I don't have extremely coarse, thick hair, which would allow me to go through more products. So I just need to be wise with what I buy and how much I buy, and still try to maintain enough to keep this channel going. So it's a trick, but we're working on it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Okay, I currently have my shelves all bare, and I have everything laid out here. Let's go over what I have. All right, we'll just start in order, kind of. This is all my shampoos, and so quite a good stash. This is a miscellaneous item that you'll see rest of the miscellaneous items on the bed, but this one makes a mess. I'm not sure what to do with it. I think I might put it in its own separate little baggie just to keep the oil from getting everywhere. But okay, so shampoos, and this is my conditioner stash. I actually am surprised that I don't have more rinse out conditioners, but these are just like the rinse out conditioners. These are my deep conditioners. You clearly can't see too much of what I do have, but we'll go over it more detail in another video. This is probably my fullest drawer, and a little concerned that I might break it. These are all my gels, but if you're a curly girl, fine curly hair, my type of hair, I love gels, so it should be apparent. All right, now I can't shut the gel drawer entirely, so below it though is the creams. Some of these may be creams and leave-in type mixtures, but if they're thick enough, I just consider them more of a cream for my hair. That's solely based on my preference, but we'll go over that, like I said, more in another video. Next, I have my leave-in conditioners, foams and mousses. I have up here treatments. This may be kind of blurry. I'll go into more of it later. This is miscellaneous, which I have to sort out. Miscellaneous as well. I'm going to put that in the certain slots. And then these are my things that I'm getting rid of. So let's take a little closer look at this. This is a powder puff texturizing powder basically, and I just don't use this anymore. My scalp is prone to flaking at times, and I just feel like this can aggravate it, and I don't use it anymore. I prefer a hairspray or a sea salt spray if I'm going to use something to texturize my hair. And then we have the Your Curly Girl Quinoa Protein Curl Defining Gel. This is very liquidy. It's not very conducive to applying it to your hair, to be truthfully honest, and she discontinued it. So that's the main reason. Like, I got good results when using it, but she discontinued it, and applying it isn't super easy. So getting rid of that. Then I have the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Maxwell Gel. This is the old version. I do have a video on that, but it is way more liquidy than the current version, and so I don't reach for it. Then we have the Cantu Define and Shine Custard, and this is another one that, well, I don't know how well you can see it here. Let me turn around. It separates every time I go to use it, and I use it a lot for slick backs, but I don't enjoy it. So we're just going to get rid of that. I have other things that I enjoy better for slick backs. And this is the Your Sexy Hair Curl Recover. I used to use Your Sexy Hair, I think it was a mousse back in the day. I could be wrong. I don't even really remember what I used to get from this brand. And I loved it at the time, and then they reformulated it or repackaged it. I'm not sure which, maybe it was both. And I thought I was buying the replacement at the time when you couldn't get it, whatever product it was I liked so much. And this was not what I was looking for at all. I don't like it. I don't use it. It's some sort of, as best as I can discover, some sort of a refresh spray. And yeah, I just don't like it. So it's going. All right, so now I have my shelves bare. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to give my camera a little bit of a break and get a drink, just relax for a few minutes. And now I'm going to come back and put everything back on the shelf in a different order. So see you in a second. All right, I've had a bit of a break. Now at this point, let's begin putting products back on the shelf.
I wonder if I changed my number. Would you wanna know? It's the coldest kind of comfort that we could talk, but we don't. We spent summer swimming in a sunset haze. Technicolor, crazy how fast it fades. Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a friend when I'm in my head on a downhill dive. Can't call you cruel for changing your mind. I still can't call it a waste of time. I don't know what to call you if I can't call you mine. Is it miscommunication? Silence in between. One more awkward conversation where we don't say what we mean. We've been distant, waiting on the ice to break. Can we fix this if we get out of our own way? Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a
All right, I was actually really concerned that the creams and leave-ins would not fit together how I had originally planned. It's a tight squeeze, but we made it work. So let's go on to the rest of us.
This is only the exposition. This is only a comma at the beginning. I know you're getting caught in your feelings, yeah. But the rest of the story's yet to be written. It's getting harder to function. You've been scraping and crawling, begging for something, and then all they gave you was nothing. But this too shall pass, yeah, this too. It's not forever, it's a fleeting symptom. Just a condition of the circumstances you're in. Been self-destructive from the pure frustration, on and off again. Will you let me heal your heart, or let yourself fall apart? Will you be a side of the feeling? Will you take a chance, though it's one in a million? I promise you'll be alright. We'll take it a day at a time. This isn't the end, just a painful position. You've got a story to tell, and this is only the exposition. You say, who am I kidding? Feels like the harder you try, the less you're giving. You're just wishing someone would listen.
All right, I got the gels on. This was another very tight fit. At first I thought this idea would be very practical, based or categorized based on the product type. Now I'm not so sure, because when I want to reach back there for something, I can't easily get to it. But we'll see how it works.
So I'm right here to listen. When it's cold, when it's raining, and you fall on the pavement. Oh, no, it's not for nothing. Cause the true destination's not the dream that you're chasing. Oh, it's who you're becoming. Will you let me heal your heart, or let yourself fall apart? Will you be a savior, a sense of the villain? Will you let the worst be a brand new beginning? I promise you'll be alright. We'll take it a day at a time. This isn't the end, just a human condition. You've got a story to tell, and this is only the exposition.
Okay, so I think I have it all done. That was quite the undertaking. On the top part here is shampoos, conditioners, deep conditioners. We have the leave-ins and creams, and then we have the mousse, gels, and the miscellaneous and treatments. So yeah, I will go over all those, like I said, more in detail. I'm going to go into more detail of what is on each shelf. Stay tuned, because I have a whole set of videos coming up dedicated to each shelf if you're curious more on like the individual products on those shelves. So thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed this product reorganization. It was quite the undertaking, as I think I've already said. I'm honestly not sure how well I'm going to like this, because trying to get to some of the products on some of the shelves is really going to be difficult, like my gels and my creams and leave-ins. I feel like it's an easy chance, or I feel like it's a way to easily forget what is on each shelf. So I'm not sure, like I said, how long I'm going to leave this, but I should let you know in an update if I rearrange it back. But thank you once again for joining me on this video, for joining me on this project. I hope you enjoyed it, and until I see you again in the next video, have a great day. Bye.